Ngulia, it has been in existence for over 50 years.
50 years.
Over 50 years. It was first opened in 1969. It was run by management companies until finally it came back to the owners, who is Kenya Safari Lodges and Hotels.
Here is the last great wilderness in southern Kenya, where predators like leopards, mountain lions, and hawks roam freely. And traditional culture survive despite rushed modernization. I am visiting Ngulia with my old friends and meeting local heroes, discover unique cultures, and trace Ngulia's unique connection to the world.
Whoa, I love this place. For the many years that I have been traveling, this is one of the best therapies that I have gotten.
So there is so much that you can see when you're in Ngulia, and also the serene environment is also good. Because being here, there is no noise. You can just relax. When you are tired, when you have worked for a whole year, you can come here for 5 days, you relax, and you'll be good to go for the next year. So I believe Ngulia can offer the best place for somebody who wants to come for a holiday and relax. For travelers, it is good before you make a decision where you are going. It's good to go back and know the history of where you are going. When you pay, to make sure that you get the value for your money.
I'm a qualified chef trained at Kenya Utalii College. I've been in the industry for more than 14 years.
My name is Peter Gula. I'm the head housekeeper in Ngulia Safari Lodge.
I'm Masia Misi, Sales and Marketing Executive.
I've been this mixologist for over 15 years.
That is what Ngulia is. In Ngulia, we have a great mix of traditions and contemporary ways of celebrating. I want to understand what culture and hospitality means to people, and Ngulia gives you the essence of life.
Let's definitely come back to Kenya, but visit more. Take away all the apprehension or the ideas that were given to me about Africa, about, how sometimes Europeans think of it. Just take this completely away and just discover the country, meet the people, eat local food, discover new landscape, everything. I just want to see it as much as possible.
And my experience here, oh my God, it's been amazing. I can't believe that when I open the room for when I open the curtain in my room, I just see the 3 of the big 5 outside my window. The buffaloes, the elephants, the leopard. You know, leopards are really, really hard to see, but I've seen them here every single day in the evening.
What makes Ngulia a good setting for honeymooners is the serenity of the place. It's very quiet, very cool, very remote. So you have got all the time with your partner to have that memories.
Since 1969, birdringers from Europe and Kenya meet at Ngulia Safari Lodge to witness a rare occasion in bird migratory. So I'm here to meet one of the community members of the ringing community to take us through what happens here and why this phenomenon is important and the process itself in this part of the world.
My name's Colin Jackson. I was born and brought up in Eldoret to start with, and then Nairobi. And I developed an interest in birds when I was very small. And that led on to me studying environmental science at university and later doing a PhD in bird migration and molt studies. So the process of ringing is it's quite intense, really. It's quite an intense training if you want to be a ringer. But the way we tend to do it is the common way of catching birds is using something called a mist net. So a mist net is a very fine net, black net that you stick on two poles. It's got tight strings between the poles, and hanging off the strings are loose folds of netting, which against the dark background of vegetation are almost invisible. So the birds are flying between the bushes and they hit the net, fall into the pocket as we call it, and get tangled. So there's a very careful way to extract the birds without injuring them. And once you've done that, then you put them in a small bag, a small, what we call a bird bag, cotton bag, tie it up and then bring it back to where we actually do the ringing. So I've got here a common bulbul of the race Godsoni, which is the coastal race. It's a white-eared bulbul. It's a common name for it. It's very common right across Africa, this species. And we've got its ring on already, as you can see there. And these rings we put on with special pliers. These are pliers which are designed only for ringing, with the different holes for different ring sizes. And once we put the ring on, then you look at the bird to try and work out what age it is. Now the way we do that is to look for any remnant plumage from the juvenile plumage. So juveniles often have quite a different plumage to the adults, and so you're looking to see if there's any of that. So here we've got new feathers here, those dark ones, got some browner feathers there, which are the older ones. And the question we're asking is, are those brown feathers old juvenile feathers or are they old adult feathers? These look quite broad actually, so I suspect they're actually adult feathers. Juveniles tend to be quite gingery in color with this species. And then finally we just weigh the bird. We put them in a little pot like this. This is just a neat way to weigh them. You put them upside down in the pot like that, so that weighs 26.8 grams. It's just a simple way to do that, and then we give it to Aurelia here to release so that it can go on its way. There you go. She will now take it outside and release it. So that way the birds, there's quite an intensive training for that, but that's good there, Aurelia, just there. It's sitting on the hand. If you give it a blow, it'll go. Oh, there we are. The East African ringing scheme, or the ringing scheme of East Africa, was actually set up and started in around 1965, I believe it was. All over the world there's been millions of birds ringed, and it's because of bird ringing that we know about bird migration, where birds go to, where they come from, how long they take, how long they live for, whether they always return to the same place or not. We know that a bird that breeds in a particular tree in Siberia in Russia will fly all the way to southern Africa and then return to the very same tree where it bred last year. And so we've discovered an incredible wonder of God's creation in terms of what birds do, their migration, how they live, and the capacity they have for traveling vast distances and yet returning and navigating so amazingly well. In Kenya we're really blessed with so many species of birds. We've got one of the richest diversities of birds that you can easily see anywhere in the world. In fact, bird watchers come from all over the world to Kenya specifically because in a 3 or 4 week safari, certainly 3 week safari, you can get over 700 species of birds. From the leading bird guides will tell you that. Through our work at Ngulia, we've discovered that actually Tsavo West and that whole ecosystem is really important for the migration of many of these species. It's an area of bush which is rich with insects and food for the birds as they're moving south, and as they move north. There's many species which actually spend the whole of the northern winter in Tsavo.
In 2020, over 10,000 Paleolithic migrants of 32 species were captured and ringed. After a long day, we hit the best relaxing moment to watch the sunset.
No fruit, no. So you do mesema fruit punch.
This is the jiggy jiggy.
Hi, I knew that.
Jiggy
Jiggy my body. Thank you. Wacha tukunywe bwana. Hiyo pia leta hapa. Najua mtu jiggy jiggy ataendelea. Leta tu hapa. Oh, wow, this is sweet. Hey.
Ngulia kwa sababu ya hospitality yao ni nzuri, wageni wanapokelewa vizuri, pia pana usafi na wanyama. Kuna watu wale hapo umeona wewe mwenyewe wanakuja kunywa maji hapa. Sasa mgeni anafurahi. Alafu nyingine kubwa kabisa zaidi ni hii sanctuary kwa hapo chini ya rhino. Mgeni anataka kuona rhino pia, na hapa ni karibu kwenda kuona rhino. Unaenda 2 hours unarejea, na wametuwekea binocular pia. Ukiwa mchana pia sangino unamwona na binocular amekaa chini ya mti ama anatafuna.
It is time to have some typical Italian dinner. Ngulia is one of the few luxurious lodges in the park that offers an authentic atmosphere and great local cuisines with powerful flavors for a fair price. If you like beef, you will love this place.
When I joined the industry, mostly we used to prepare, when you go to the buffet, you'll find more than 4 meat items. But with the clientele we are receiving now, more vegetarian. Others are not vegetarian, but they are toning down on their weight. They are preferring more vegetables and not meat items in the buffet. So we are incorporating more of the vegetables in the meat item. Meat recipes, we are trying to avoid serving 2 or 3 meat items, but incorporating more vegetables. Keeping up with the trend which is going on in the industry, we are going back to school and learning more recipes, keeping up with the trend, and also learning from the new chefs who are joining the industry. We are doing an international recipe which is lasagna, which is Italian. The basic ingredients for making lasagna are the meat or vegetables. You can either do meat lasagna or vegetable lasagna, or you can also do a mix of both. And also you must have 2 sauces. that is bechamel sauce and tomato sauce. And the lasagna, it's the paste I'm going to use. What I've learned for over 14 years in the industry is that the people who put up these kind of facilities don't train the staff to move with the trend, and also not accommodating the client's demands and restricting them to the menu they are serving. Like for us, if a guest comes with their own version of their recipes, we listen and we cook for them what they want. Exactly what they want. If you cater for the guests what they want from you, you definitely come back.
Ulishe keki, panua mdomo, panua mdomo. Sasa hata nani wakati wake, nilishe kubwa, panua domo, panua domo, yote kabisa. Isikatae.
Company, and on behalf of Tsavo West Safaris, we want to say thank you very much, Ngulia people. This was wonderful, and because of what you have done to us, we were taking photos today about our mother, and we sent so many photos to our clients and our friends in the US and many countries. Ngulia, we are going to bring you clients.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And Tsavo West Safaris is very much proud of you.
The lodge is one of the oldest stone structures still standing firmly and withered by the storm. Ngulia exerts a powerful attraction on all travelers. Anyone who happens to get here will definitely book for second vacation.
These millennials, they want to have a package, so the hotels have come up with packages. They have also come up with ways of making sure that they are picked from wherever they are to come to the lodge. For us, we have a package whereby you can book, you can come through SGR and you can be picked from Motis one day. You are brought here. We also make sure that we have packages which fit them in terms of drinks, in terms of music, so that they can enjoy life within the lodge. And the few that we have had, they have really enjoyed.
Culture Quest, I'm Levis Msumba.